Hey, what's up? In this video, I want to talk about a smelting outpost and why it is so important to have on your data as opposed to just kind of having this operation close to your base. I want to show you a more optimal location and some things you want to think about to be able to progress into and through the Bronze Age as efficiently and fast as possible. Let's get into it. Okay, so you can see I've got this outpost right here as a smelting operation entering into the Bronze Age. Now, there's a couple things to discuss here. First of all, when you're setting this up, you can kind of do it however you want, but I do like to put these little gathering areas here, and something that's cool with coal, you'll notice if I mouse over this, this says 36 coal. So if you just leave the coal kind of piling up right here from your kilns, it will just keep kind of adding to this pile. You can see over here, this pile says 50 right here because I keep letting it just kind of flow into here, and then eventually it will crunch everything down into one lump of coal, as long as you can kind of keep it in here and you can just gather it whenever you get time. You can see I've been letting the metal pile up for a little bit to show you kind of what it will look like if you add this little collection mechanic. And then when I pick it up, you can see, and there we go. Now we're full. But also another thing, when you're building this, when you're full like this, you can still pick stuff up. So you see right here, it says I'm picking stuff up and I'm carrying way too much. Look how much metal I'm carrying right here. 24, 28, and 3. I'm way overburdened. I'm at 653. I'm more than double burdened right now. But if I keep my chests close to these smelters, it's no big deal because I can still get over here and I can throw all of this metal into the chest and then I am good. So that is definitely something you're going to want to consider when you're building a smelting operation, is keep your chests, or wherever you're going to be storing the stuff that you smelt, very close to the smelters. That's why I placed the smelters over here on the right side and the kilns a little bit further away over here on the left side. And the things that we're really going to want in our smelting operation is wood and coal. We want wood to turn into coal, the raw metal that we bring back from our mining in the Black Forest, and then our smelted metal right here. I put the closest to the workbenches so I can craft all of the Bronze Age type stuff I'm gonna need, the bronze axe and the different things that you want from an armor and a weapon and a tools standpoint. And another big thing you're going to want in your smelting operation is a portal kind of back to your main base. Whatever that first area that you really built, you want to have a way to get back and forth between your smelting operation and your home base. Now, the reason I said you don't want to just build your smelting operation here at your home base is because this home base is going to be far away. Like the Black Forest is going to be way up in here, and I don't want this 5-minute both directions walk when I'm smelting. I want to be able to be quick. I don't want to have a settlement right next to the Black Forest, but I don't necessarily need a full home there. So I can just have this portal here at my first home in the metals that'll take me right to outside the Black Forest, which is going to be an ideal location for us to place a smelting operation. So as I enter in here to my smelting operation, you can see that is why I've got the smelting operation right here, and then there's this massive Black Forest that I put my smelting operation right next to, and then my home was way down here. So what I'm doing is every single time I'm mining for tin and copper and stuff like that in the Black Forest, this whole walk, this full screen of a mini map, I'm eliminating that every time instead of just having to walk all the way back and try to get a cart all the way over there to home or something. And another reason this is so handy is because you'll see if I've got a bunch of bronze in here, I've got bronze, okay? So I can't run through a portal with bronze typically. You can see, nope, an item prevents you from teleporting, so I can't run through here. But if I craft a bronze tool, let's say I come here to the forge and I turn this bronze into something. So you can see I craft some bronze nails right here. Well, now I'm carrying something that was made of bronze, and I will be able to walk through a portal with that. I just can't walk through the portal with bronze. You can see now I turned that bronze into something useful here, like a bronze axe or a tool or some armor or some nails, whatever. And when you turn it into stuff, then you are able to teleport. So that's why having this smelting operation can help you really progress as fast as possible, because it doesn't need to be anything fancy. You just need to be turning that bronze into stuff, whether it's crafting stuff and then upgrading it or whatever. And it doesn't need to be some crazy super intense base. It just needs to be a quick outpost operation. And then another thing that I like to do here at the smelting operation is have a place for a cart. And what I like to do is grab my cart right here, and I like to have another little cart station as I approach the Black Forest. And one thing to consider is I kind of want to go uphill to the Black Forest. So like this is perfect. I've got my smelting operation down there, and then I'm going uphill to right outside the Black Forest. And what this enables me to do is I can go over there to the coastline. You can see I've marked this coastline over here where there's a bunch of tin. I could just take my cart over there, or if I want to go into the Black Forest, I can get my cart up here into a little cubby that I set up and built right here to keep my cart in. But I do like to turn around. One trick I like to do is go like this while you're still attached to the cart, and then back it into here, and that way when I'm ready to go, I can just simply attach my cart and run down the hill to my smelting operation right there, and I'm good to go. So I can store this right here, back out, close the gates so that it won't fly down the hill, and now what I can do is I'm right next to the Black Forest, and I scouted the Black Forest during the daytime to be able to make sure I can go straight to copper deposits. It looks like my nearest one is right here. So we mark that on the mini map, and then we run to this copper deposit, and now I can do a bunch of trips. I can go back and forth to my cart, and I'm eliminating as much walk time as possible. Let's run on over here to the copper deposit, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And boom, here we are. You can see what I marked on the map. Right here is going to be the copper deposit. So what I would do is I would get to work on, first of all, I would clear out this settlement right here, obviously. Tons of great orbs right here. And there we have it. That was definitely a little bit spicy. Lots of stuff to deal with there. It can be, I'm playing on hard difficulty, so it can get a little bit wild here in the Black Forest, obviously early game. But anyway, once you've got things cleared out, then right here, I would get to work on mining this copper deposit. And then every time I get full, I can just pop open my mini map and then ping my cart. And now I simply have like a 45-second walk back to my cart. I unload, and then I go right back to the action. And what I want to do is just fill up my cart with as much ore as possible, and this is going to enable me to not be having these like 15-minute walks all the way back to my home trying to get this metal back, because obviously we can't teleport metal. We can't just like drop a portal and then go drop everything off at home. We need to be turning it in to tools and weapons and the sort, turning it into upgrades and spending it before we're able to go through our portal. So let's go ahead and finish walking back to our cart. So right now, let's act like I've got a full inventory of copper. I'm sitting here at 300 weight, 450 weight, whatever, depending on what you can carry. And then what I would do is come back here to the cart, dump everything in there, and then go right back to mining. So you can see here quickly, I would just come here, dump all the stuff that I've gotten into my cart, and then I can get right back into the action. I can go make another mining trip, and this is going to allow me to be extremely efficient. And then when I've mined up hundreds of tin and copper and all of that, I simply attach myself to the cart, and then I come flying down the hill, and I can place my cart right into the little cubby that I built on the backside of the smelting operation. And also, by then, all the stuff that I had started here would be done as well. So we come into here, and I like to turn it around like so, and then back it in here like this, and boom, then we just go back to collecting everything that smelted while we were gone, and place everything into our smelters, all the new stuff that we brought here from our cart. Then we attach ourselves to the cart, we go running back up the hill, and this is going to allow me to do things way, way faster by having this outpost up here next to the Black Forest. And then once I've crafted all of the tools and the armor and the things that I want to upgrade, and I've spent all of the bronze and tin and copper that I want to spend, I simply go through my portal, and then I'm back at home, and I'm ready to rock in the peaceful meadows. So back here would be like our first home, and the thing that we've got, like our beehives and everything going on here at our first home. I'm going to do a video pretty soon here on how to build yourself this structure very easily and very quickly for a first settlement. But I did want to also cover the smelting outpost, because I think this is something very important for anybody that's looking to progress in the Bronze Age as fast as possible and avoid those hours of walking back and forth because we can't transport metals with portals. So yeah, this is just a way I like to do it and be extremely efficient in the Bronze Age in my datas, is get myself a little settlement like this with a couple kilns and a couple smelters right next to a black forest, ideally a little bit down the hill, and then I can just simply run back and forth with a cart that I load up directly outside of the black forest. And the reason I do that one step with the cart is because I wouldn't want to build my smelting settlement like up here, because if you build it right next to the black forest, you're going to constantly have trolls and skeletons and grey dwarves and brutes and things attacking you while you're trying to smelt. If I build it down here in the meadows biome, a little bit farther away from the black forest, it kind of accomplishes everything. It's close to the black forest, but it's also far enough away for me to stay safe and keep the black forest within a quick reach without actually having trolls and stuff barraging down into my smelting settlement. And yeah, there we have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next Valheim video. Peace.